I spent 3 years building a life with Mark. We had the house, the dog, and a massive Pinterest-perfect wedding planned. But 2 weeks before the I-do's, I found his old iPad logged into a messaging app. He wasn't just having a fling, he was in a full-blown relationship with my maid of honor, Sarah. They had been laughing at me for months, even joking about how I was paying for the honeymoon they planned to enjoy together. I didn't cry, I didn't scream, I just went to my lawyer, moved all my personal assets into a private account, and kept the wedding prep moving exactly as scheduled. I paid the caterers, the DJ, and the photographer in full, but I gave them a very specific set of secondary instructions. The wedding day arrived. I looked stunning. Sarah was right there behind me, adjusting my veil with a smile that felt like a snake's hiss. We got to the altar, and the officiant asked us to share our handwritten vows. Mark went first. He talked about honesty, loyalty, and how he couldn't imagine a life without my pure heart. The guests were dabbing their eyes. It was a masterpiece of manipulation. Then it was my turn. I reached into my bouquet and pulled out a stack of papers. But they weren't vows. I looked at Mark and at Sarah, and I started reading their own text messages out loud. Every graphic detail, every joke they made at my expense, and the plan to use my money for their getaway. The silence in that church was so heavy, you could hear the camera shutters clicking. Sarah tried to run, but her dress got caught on a pew. Mark just stood there, mouth open, as I turned to the videographer and gave the signal. The giant projector screen behind us, the one meant for our love story slideshow, began playing a loop of the security footage I'd gathered of them in our own home. I dropped the papers, looked at his parents in the front row and said, "The bar is open, but the wedding is off." I walked out of that church, hopped into the limo I'd prepaid for, and went straight to the airport for that honeymoon solo. Mark is currently being sued by his own family for the wedding costs, and Sarah lost her job after the video went viral. I lost a fiancé, but I gained a legendary story and a very expensive tan.